What comes to mind when you think about a hunting knife? Are there any certain brands? Case, Schrade, Buck maybe? What about SOG? Most of us think about SOG as being a tactical, Navy SEALs, things like that. Well, introducing the SOG Fielder. Now, this is a blade built from SOG as a hunting or outdoor use EDC. Let's take a look at this and see what's going on really with this blade. As you can see, it's nowhere close to SOG's tactical blade. A good example would be previously reviewed Flash. With this is more shiny. This is more kind of a dressy. My philosophy for this would be a dressy everyday carry. Let's take a look and see some of the specs of this and go from there. This knife is, like I said, built from SOG as a outdoors woodsman, I guess, blade. SOG Fielder, so I think you think of fielding or skinning an animal. With this knife, I really wouldn't want to do that. There's too much intricals in here, too many places for blood, guts, stuff like that to get stuck in. But doesn't mean this isn't a bad little EDC blade at all. This is running from SOG around $30 off their website. You can probably find this blade at Walmart for probably, I think, $20 on Amazon. A lot of the reviews have it around 3.5 out of 5 stars, maybe around 4 stars. That's about where I have it too. And let's get into some reasons why. Some specs on this blade. Weight-wise, let's look at this and see how much weight it is. Weighted, it's 4.4 ounces, so a lot heavier than your SOG Flash 2 or a Kershaw Skyline or anything of that nature. Overall length is going to be 7.8 inches, so that means that you've got a blade length of 4.5 inches, or excuse me, 3.5 inches, and the close length of 4.5 inches. So decent sized blade, decent sized thickness too, as you can tell. It's got, looks like steel liners. You've got the wood, and you've got kind of that old school case or old school pocket knife look. You do have a really nice deep pocket carry clip here. So the blade is going to be the steel used for the blade is, let's take a look, is 7CR17, or excuse me, 7CR17. So doing some research, that's more or less close to a 440 steel. It is not a bad steel. It does take a very nice edge to it. It will rust on you. It is a high carbon steel, so this is going to be very similar to the quote-unquote surgical stainless steels. Looks like it's a Chinese-made steel. And that's where your price point comes in. That's where your $20, $30 comes into this. This is a liner lock, so that means that this steel liner comes in and locks the blade. There's not any wiggle, so that's great. Up and down, left and right. As you can see here, sets really nice into it. It's a very well-made knife. Don't take that for granted. Don't take the price point or that it's only get a couple stars off of Amazon as a bad thing. This is a really great knife for the price. This is not, even though SOG bills it as a hunting knife, it's not a hunting knife. I would not take this out on a hunt. What I would do with this is a very nice dressy EDC. So if you're dressed nice, and you want to have something nice in your pocket, this is what this is good for. Kind of one little thumb stud here, not very, quick or anything like that, but still razor sharp. It's what, you pay for what you get. If you want something that's an actual hunting knife, a good knife would be a fixed blade, a case, something like that. Specifically made for that. You could use this in that term, but I wouldn't. So, anywho, the SOG Fielder, great dress EDC. From me, I'd say probably gets a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Great little EDC knife, though, for someone that is starting to get into the EDC world, that wants to carry something. if this was in their pocket, hey, big thumbs up. You do have some lighter weight options, but I think this is a great way to start. Guys, SOG Fielder.